Hey everyone, welcome back to Balance Unleashed, your educative channel. We're exploring the cosmos of, well, ourselves this time. Have you ever noticed how a certain song can instantly change your mood, makes you want to dance, or maybe makes you want to just contemplate the vastness of the universe? What if I told you that the right playlist could make you work faster, focus longer, and even change your emotions? Science says it's not just possible, it's proven. Today we're uncovering the mind-blowing influence of music on your mood and productivity. We're talking about the actual physical reactions happening inside your skull when those sound waves hit your eardrums. Stay till the end for pro tips on how to hack your brain with music. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What's actually happening in your brain when you hit play on your favorite playlist? Well, imagine this. Your brain is a vast, interconnected network of billions of neurons firing off electrical signals at lightning speed. And music? Music is like this perfectly orchestrated symphony of sound waves that come in and set those neurons ablaze in the most fascinating patterns. Research shows that music stimulates the limbic system, the part of your brain responsible for, you guessed it, emotions and memory. That's why certain songs can instantly transport you back to a specific time and place, flooding your senses with vivid memories. Remember that first slow dance? Yeah, your limbic system remembers. But that's not all. Music also activates the prefrontal cortex, the command center of your brain responsible for things like planning, decision-making, and importantly, creativity. So, when you're feeling stuck on a problem or need a boost of inspiration, putting on some music might be just the thing to get those creative juices flowing. And here's the kicker. A Harvard study found that music can trigger dopamine release. Now, dopamine is a neurotransmitter, a chemical messenger in your brain, and it's often called the feel-good chemical because it's associated with feelings of pleasure, motivation, and focus. That's right, the same chemical rush you get from, say, achieving a goal or, dare I say, exploring the cosmos, can be triggered by simply listening to music. But here's the really cool part. Different genres of music can have different effects on your brain. Think of it like different genres are like different tools in a toolkit. You wouldn't use a hammer to tighten a screw, right? Similarly, you wouldn't use death metal to relax before bed. Unless that's your thing, then rock on. Classical music, with its complex melodies and harmonies, has been shown to increase memory and learning. There's a reason why so many people swear by studying to Mozart. Lo-fi beats, on the other hand, with their smooth, repetitive rhythms, are like a warm, sonic blanket for your brain, enhancing concentration and reducing stress. And then there are high-energy beats like EDM, rock, or fast pop, which are like rocket fuel for your motivation and physical performance. So, we've established that music can have a powerful effect on your brain, but how can you use this knowledge to your advantage? Let's break it down by task, shall we? First up, studying and deep work. We've all been there, right? Staring at a textbook, trying to absorb information, but your mind is wandering off to distant galaxies. Well, in this case, your best bet is to go for music that's going to minimize distractions and create a calm, focused environment for your brain. Think classical music, lo-fi beats, or instrumental music in general. The key here is to avoid lyrics, as they can actually interfere with your brain's ability to process verbal information. It's like trying to read a book while someone's narrating a documentary in your ear, not exactly conducive to concentration. Next, exercise and workouts. This is where those high-energy beats come in. Upbeat, fast-tempo music can actually increase your endurance and make your workouts feel less strenuous. Think about it. When you're running to a driving beat, you're more likely to keep pace and push through fatigue. It's like having a personal cheerleader in your ears, urging you to go the extra mile, and there's science to back this up. A 2010 research paper found that listening to high BPM songs, that's beats per minute, can actually improve physical performance by up to 15%. That's like adding an extra rep or two to every set. Now let's talk about creative tasks and brainstorming. This is where things get a little more experimental. While some people find that silence is golden for creativity, others find that certain types of music can help unlock their imagination. If you're in the latter camp, your best bet is to go for music that's relaxing and conducive to divergent thinking. That's the type of thinking that allows you to explore multiple possibilities and come up with new ideas. Jazz, ambient sounds, and even nature sounds can be great options here. The key is to find something that allows your mind to wander and make new connections. Chapter 3. Myth-busting time, separating musical fact from fiction. Now, let's address some common myths about music and the brain, because as much as we love a good myth, it's important to separate fact from fiction, especially when it comes to something as powerful as music. Myth number 1. Listening to Mozart makes you instantly smarter. Now this myth stems from the so-called Mozart effect, which suggests that listening to classical music can temporarily boost cognitive performance. And while there is some evidence to support this claim, it's important to note that the effects are usually short-lived. and don't actually make you any smarter in the long run. Think of it like this. Listening to Mozart might give your brain a temporary boost, like a cup of coffee, but it's not going to magically transform you into a genius overnight. Myth number 2. Loud music helps you concentrate. This one is just plain wrong. In fact, studies have shown that high-volume music can actually have the opposite effect, reducing productivity and increasing stress levels. Remember, your brain is already working hard to process all the information coming at it from your senses, and bombarding it with loud music is only going to make its job harder. So, next time you're tempted to crank up the volume, do your brain a favor and keep it at a moderate level. Myth number 3. Any music is good for focus. This one is a bit trickier because, as we've discussed, different types of music can have different effects on your brain. While some people might find that they can focus just fine with music that has lyrics, others might find it incredibly distracting. As a general rule of thumb, if you're working on a task that involves a lot of verbal processing like reading or writing, it's best to avoid music with lyrics, as they can interfere with your brain's ability to process language. Chapter 4. The global soundtrack of focus music across cultures. Now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Because music isn't just a personal experience, it's also a deeply cultural one. Throughout history, different cultures have used music in fascinating ways to enhance focus, relaxation, and even social bonding. Take Japan, for example. In Japan, it's not uncommon to hear nature sounds or minimalist music playing in workplaces to promote focus and concentration. The idea is that these types of sounds create a calming and non-distracting atmosphere, allowing workers to focus on the task at hand. In India, classical ragas, which are melodic frameworks for improvisation, have been used for centuries to enhance meditation and mental clarity. The intricate melodies and rhythmic patterns of ragas are believed to help quiet the mind and induce a state of deep focus. And in many parts of Africa, drum rhythms play a central role in daily life, often used to synchronize group work and boost collective motivation. The repetitive and often trance-inducing nature of drumming can create a sense of unity and shared purpose, making it easier for people to work together towards a common goal. These are just a few examples of the many ways that music is used around the world to enhance focus and productivity. And it just goes to show that the power of music transcends cultural boundaries. Chapter 5. Crafting your perfect productivity playlist, a scientific formula. So we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the science behind music's effect on the brain, debunked some common myths, and even taken a trip around the world to see how different cultures use music to enhance focus. But now let's bring it all together and answer the million-dollar question: how do you create the ultimate productivity-boosting playlist? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all answer, as the best music for productivity will vary depending on the individual and the task at hand. However, there are some general guidelines you can follow to create a playlist that's tailored to your specific needs. First, consider your goal. Are you trying to focus on a complex task, power through a workout, or simply relax and de-stress? Once you know your goal, you can start selecting music that's going to support that goal. For focus and concentration, your best bet is to go for music that's calm, repetitive, and free of distracting lyrics. Think lo-fi beats, classical music, or even binaural beats, which are a type of auditory illusion that can induce a state of relaxation and focus. For motivation and energy, you'll want something with a faster tempo and a driving beat. High-energy pop, EDM, rock, or even some good old-fashioned motivational speeches can all work wonders here. For relaxation and stress relief, go for music that's calming, soothing, and helps you unwind. Jazz, acoustic music, nature sounds, or even white noise can all be effective here. And for workouts, anything with a BPM over 120 is going to help you get in the zone and push through fatigue. Think upbeat pop, EDM, hip-hop, or even some classic rock anthems. Pro tip: if you find that lyrics are distracting, try listening to instrumental versions of your favorite songs. This way you can still enjoy the music without having your brain get bogged down by processing language. Turn up your productivity. The power is in your playlist. So there you have it, folks. The universe of music and its impact on your brain is vast and endlessly fascinating. We've only just scratched the surface today, but I hope this video has given you a new appreciation for the power of music and how you can use it to unlock your full potential. Want to dive deeper? Check out these 2 amazing books on the power of music. This is Your Brain on Music: The Science of a Human Obsession by Daniel J. Levitin, and The Music Advantage: How Music Helps Your Child Develop, Learn, and Thrive by Dr. Anita Collins. Links to both books are in the description below. Grab your copy now. Now it's your turn. What's your go-to music for productivity? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more science-backed hacks. See you in the next video.